Okay, guys, welcome back. And this is the lecture number 15 in FA1 ACCA. We have done the previous lecture was about computerized accounting system, and today we will discuss about data risk and security. And this lecture will discuss about the risk, and then we'll discuss about the data protection and how you will end the storage for those, all the thing we will do here, right? So, when you are running a business, you have data, there's a lot of data, and it's your job to keep that data safe from the people who shouldn't be seeing it. So think of data like, data security like locking your house. You wouldn't leave your front door wide open, right? Same goes for your business information, and you should make sure that there are proper locks like password, definitely your firewall, smart procedure to stop unauthorized access. And it's not just about being careful. In many places, the law actually says you must protect your data. So if you don't, you are not just risking a miss. You are, you could be breaking the rules. Now, if you see here, that here is the thing that actually says that many jurisdictions have law requiring business to put in place procedure to ensure the data is protected from unauthorized access. Now, what will happen if the data is breached? So, a breach of data security will not only impact a business financially, but it may also affect its reputation and competitive advantages. So it means that's a very scary part. If someone breaks and steal or leaks your data, so it's not just about money. Definitely, you might lose money, but here is the other thing that your reputation could take a hit, and the customer might stop trusting you. And that edge you had your competitor gone. So this is the thing you have to understand, that how the data is very important to be protected. And for that, we have first understand that what are the risks to the data security. And then after that, we will move on to the data protection measure, right? So here we have the risk and data security. So here we have four things that can cause or that the business may face a risk to the data security. The first one is accident, such as fire may destroy computer hardware, which means that imagine a fire breaking out and your computer hardware is gone, and with it all your precious data. So this is the first thing, that accident may happen and that will arrest to your data. Let's move on to another one, that is a computer storing the information could get a virus and corrupt the data, which means that viruses are not just for humans. If your computer catches one, it can corrupt your files, and you will be, and you don't want that. So for that, you have to be to be clear that there must be some protection against that virus. Then you will have a computer system that could be breached and confidential information stolen. So this is the threat when a hacker, hackers are sneaky and they might, break into your system and steal confidential information. And that is like something, there's something bad. And that's, someone sneaking into your house and grabbing your diary. So that is a very risky thing, and you have to be aware about that. And the last, there is the insider, people who can do something wrong intentionally or maybe unintentionally, accidentally maybe happen. And that is implies accidentally or intentionally share data with unauthorized personnel, which means that sometimes implies share data by mistake, and sometimes they do it intentionally. So either way, it's a risky thing. Okay. And it's all about the risk to the data security. The first one, we have understand that the accident happened. The second one, we understand viruses, attacked on a virus may just your system catch a viruses, and that create problem. And then we have discussed about the thing like that someone breach and stole stolen your information, and imply accidentally or intentionally may do something wrong with your data. After that, now let's move on. We have to discuss the data protection measure, that what are the protection measures that you have to take to protect your data. The first one is your employee training. It means that you need to make sure that everyone knows the basic mean update password, spot pick, emails, and don't click on the weird stuff. So this is the thing you have to understand that you should train your staff about this. So employees should be trained on a good security processes such as regularly updating password and recognize fraudulent emails or behavior. Then you will have the physical security of the system, which means that lock it down physically. Mean computer and devices should be safe, and it should be in safe places. If someone need a tag or a code to log in, that's a good start. Okay. Then you will have the management access and control. This is very important, which means that you have to limit that who get access. Mean not everyone should be able to poke around in a sensitive data. You should keep those keys with trusted people only. So means only privileged personnel have access and control over the database and administrative account, right? Then you have security for the application system. It means that update your software. So old software is like in open window. Let's keep things fresh with the latest version and strong encryption. So all software should be updated with latest version with upgraded protective security encryption for more robust security. And at last, we have established good disposal practice. And this is very important again, because you have to dispose smartly. It means that if you don't need a file or documents anymore, don't just toss it. You should delete it securely and clean up backup too. Okay. And the last, we have data storage, and this is the crucial portion of this lecture, that where you have to store your data. So now let's talk about where we keep all this data. So you have to store it. You have to make sure that you store your data safely, whether it's on paper or online. Let's say you are storing your data in a paper file, so log them properly. And if you have got printed documents, keep them in a locked drawer or cabinets, whatever. If you have digital file, then definitely you have to use the password. Anything stored on a computer should be protected with a password and limited access. Okay, one thing more about that is the access to the computational data is limited only to the relevant party with authorization permission. So it means only the right people get in. So the computational data should be seen only by those who have the permission, and not everyone have to be in a position to get access to that data. Then at last, we have data stored online is protected with antivirus and you have to some antivirus software. So in that case, your data will be protected from viruses or from anything that happened wrong with the data. So you have to be clear that data storage, whether it's a digital or whether it's a file, you have to protect them and you have to store them in a place which is more secure. So that should be your top priority, right? So what we have understand that why data security matter, and we have clear with that we have a data, and the data may be the customer information, financial records, or project file. So if someone gets into it without permission, it can hurt not only your business, but it can also disturb your reputation, and definitely your competitor will also be at stake. So, and you have also be clear with that it's not only the thing that, but there is some jurisdiction, or you may say like there's some laws that according to that you have to protect your data, and this is the requirement, right? We have also discussed that what can go wrong. So let me give a few examples. We have discussed about a fire or accident that could destroy your computer. We have also discussed that your system might catch a virus and mess up your files. We have also discussed that hacker could break in and steal private information. Even your own team might share data by mistake or by purpose. So we have discussed that about the rest of the security data. In the last, we have discussed the measure that how you can protect the data, and about that we have discussed about I think five measure that through which you can protect your data. The first one we have discussed about that train your team, mean teach them to spot scam and update passwords. We have also discussed a point that lock up your devices, mean physically and digitally, and we have discussed that give access only to people who need it, and other thing we have discussed that keep your software updated, so old version easy to break into. And when you are deleting stuff, so you have to delete it properly, don't just throw it away, wipe it cleanly, right? Then after that we have discussed about the data storage, that how you should store your data. So whether it's on paper or online, storage matters. If you have a paper file, so lock them in a proper cabinet or some using proper thing. And if you have digital files, then definitely you will have to use the password. And you have to make sure that limit who can open them. And after that, we have discussed other storage. If you have online data, so use antivirus and other tools that can protect your data. And you can also archive, keep them safe and private, even if the project done. So this is the thing you have to do. That handling the data, you have got a big responsibility when you have to protect your data. And for that, you have to do some measure, and this is very important, how to protect the data. So this is the lecture number 15. Inshallah, we'll continue in the next lecture about the document retention. Okay, and that will be our last lecture in this chapter. Thank you for watching.